Okay, we're looking ahead to Nace and Navan this weekend alongside none other than Patrick Mullins. Not every weekend can be the DRF Patrick, but this kind of feels a bit more like the bread and butter of the Winter Jumps program over there in Ireland. Some interesting runners from the Mullins yard, nonetheless. Not least Mercia, the 4-year-old filly in the first at Nace. How much would you say she'll have learnt and improved from the run at Leopardstown over Christmas?
Yeah, look, she got thrown in at the deep end at Christmas, and she's not a big filly. She's quite small and petite, and I think we were hoping for better, but she seems to have got in with a mark in the low 120s here, and we'd be disappointed now if she can't be competitive off that mark.
Okay, I presume at some stage she might sort of get an entry for the Cheltenham Festival. Would she be potential one for the Fred Winter?
We'd definitely be hoping for that, but this weekend will tell us what direction we're going. But like I said, we think she's better than her run at Christmas, and we'd be very disappointed if she can't be competitive in these calmer waters.
Yeah, you've got Jump Allen. He bids to go third time lucky in the maiden hurdle. You've also got a new recruit in here as well. What can you tell us about Road to Home as well? This one, um, obviously Paul rides Jump Allen.
Yeah, Paul is Jump Allen. Look, he has the advantage of 2 runs, and he obviously won a bumper as well. So he gets in. I think he ran all right the last day. I think he's the type of horse. He's quite lazy and laid back. I think he'll improve with every run, and so we'd be expecting a big run of him. But it looks a very competitive race. I thought Lovely Hurling with Colin Murphy's had good form, and there's 3 or 4. It's a competitive maiden hurdle. There's 3 or 4 there with good runs. Road to Home has his first run for us. He's a fine, big chasing type. Look, he won a summer bumper in the Stole where he had a £7 maiden allowance. It was a winner's bumper, a £7 maiden allowance, and he also had Alan O'Sullivan claiming 7 as well. So look, that form is. It's hard to know where that ties in winter form in Nace. This is a whole different test. But we'd be hoping he'd run very well, and he should be a horse that wins races at a level through the season.
Okay. Dino Blue against Allegory Devassi, and then one other rather inferior rival. This is in the Opera Hat Mares Chase. Probably not much in it with the top two, if they both turn up on top form.
That's it. Look, Dino Blue has to give way to Allegory Devassi. They butted heads a few times at this stage. Allegory Devassi can be very frustrating. She can be quite in and out. But obviously her performance the last day was a phenomenal performance, I thought, and she won this race last year. So I think that probably maybe puts the ball slightly in her court, albeit that Dino Blue has gone and won the Grade 1 against Geldings over 2 miles. She was a little bit disappointing at Christmas, but again, that was at the highest level. So I'd hate to have to call it, to be quite honest. I think it's going to be very tight. I know it's only 3 runners, but it still should be a fascinating contest nonetheless.
Yeah, on to Sunday then. This is Naven. You've got Just for Love. This is in the Apples Jade. It's listed novices hurdle for the mares. What can you tell us about her?
Yeah, look, again, she's not one we thought that we'd probably be running in Navan in February. She's quite small, quite petite, but she's hardy, and she's kept surprising us, to be quite honest. She keeps putting in good performances. She's won her black type already, but obviously she has to carry a £4 penalty, which is going to be difficult. All the other horses are carrying £4 less. It's a competitive race, probably without any superstar in it, and we'd be hoping that she could be in the first in the money again, get more black type. But the penalty is going to make life difficult for her, I imagine.
Yeah. What about? I don't think you've got a runner in the Boyne hurdle, but you've got Chosen Witness. That's in the Grade 2 novice chase.
Yeah, Chosen Witness. Look, I think he's it's a small field, but obviously Better Days Ahead is in there. He's going to be very difficult to beat. I think Chosen Witness is probably a horse that's going to appreciate the return to better ground. He obviously won in Ayr last year. He could possibly go back for the Scottish National. If he could run well here, we'd be delighted. But I imagine when the ground starts drying up, you'll see him in a better light.
Okay, and you ride Copacabana in the Pro-Am. This unraced Blue Brazil is a 5-year-old now. Seemingly stamina on the dam side. What do we know about him?
Yeah, a fine big brute of a horse. I remember the first day I rode him, I thought I got off and said, "Geez, this could be a long road with this fella." But he's continued to improve. Every bit of work he's done, he's got sharper, he's got faster. He's very laid back. He doesn't do anything in a hurry, and I think that's why we were happy to go to Navan with him, a big galloping track. Look, it's always hard to take on Gordon in Navan, and he has a horse that he bought. It was second last time out in Navan to one of his good horses, so you know you'd have to take that quite seriously. But I think Copacabana, I don't see him coming out and being very impressive, but I do think he's the horse that the track, the chip, and the ground will all suit, and I'd be expecting a big run out of him.
Okay, currently soft to heavy ground. You'd maybe hoping for even more rain for him to really make it a test.
I'd say the heavier the better. He's a 4x4.
Good man. Best of luck, Patrick. Thank you for your time as ever.
Thanks, Matt.